Night out on the town, $75.
So, how about a blowjob?
Getting the nerve to ask such a question? $12 bottle of wine.
Are you crazy? My parents might see.
Oh, come on. Who's gonna see us at this hour? I'll return the favor.
Wait, can you imagine if we got caught? Oh my God, what my dad would do to you.
There's nobody around. Everybody's asleep.
No way, it's way too risky.
Please. I love you so much.
Actually using a line like that? Another $12 bottle of wine.
I just can't.
Please?
Dad says to go ahead and give him a blowjob. Or I can do it. Or if need be, he'll come down himself and do it. But for God's sake, tell him to take his hand off the intercom.
Having a girlfriend whose father has a sense of humor? Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's master.
Hi folks, John Cordisco back again with another great chess video for you. It's been a while since I've done a video. It hasn't been much action in the top level in the world, but right now the European individual chess championships going on. Not too much action there. In the Reykjavik Open, where this game is from, round 4. And I picked this game because it's Richard Rapport from Germany. Really fascinating player, has a lot of strange openings. This kid, pretty creative. Against Alejandro Ramirez from Costa Rica, who lives in the United States, where I live. He came in second and gave Gadakomsky a really hard time in the U.S. Championship. Anyway, let's get to the game. Rapport is white, Ramirez is black. It's going to be a ready opening. Don't understand a lot of the theory on this, but I like white's position a lot, actually. Both of his bishops are really doing well. He blocks him in, but that's only temporary. Knight to d2. Knight to c6. Now I've got my Fritz computer, Fritz 13 computer on off screen. It's a tiny advantage for black. Minuscule. a3. He's looking to control this square here. He's looking to have control with this b4 square. Keep any minor pieces off it with the a3 pawn there. Bishop g6. Now that I never understood. My understanding, I've seen Susan Polgar, former women's world champion, and Lawrence Trent, international master from England, see this position, and they always go bishop to g6, and neither one of them can figure out why. Everybody knows that's the theory, but nobody knows why. Interesting. g3. f6. Fianchetto's the bishop, bishop e7. Queen e2. Pretty standard stuff. I like white's setup, but he doesn't really have any pawns that far advanced. a5. Both sides castle. Knight to f3. Finally brings the b knight around. And bishop h5, pinning the knight. Now, by putting the knight there, he invited that pin. So we'll see how it works out for him. If he had gone e5 instead, rook here. That's a nasty pin. I don't like it. d4. Rook a to d8. He's just going to have to live with it. Luckily for him, it's being guarded by the bishop, so he can move the queen at any time. It's just annoying. Rook f d1. Rook f e8. Rook a c1. Bishop back. I guess he's trying to get his rook. He's going to start advancing the e-pawn, apparently. Knight to e5. Now that's also the computer suggestion. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Bishop h5. If he had gone bishop h6 instead, after knight takes, king takes c4. It's a half a point advantage for white. After bishop to h5, knight takes, king takes, c4 anyway. Bishop f7. C takes d5. E takes. Rook c5. Now, It's over a point advantage right now for white. I really don't see it per se. I know he has the bishop pair. That's part of it. Yeah, black's a little backed up here. He's can't move his knight. Can't move his knight anywhere because this pawn is in pre. So I guess he's a little cramped up. That's why it gives him the computer, I should say, gives a 1 point advantage for white. Rook to d6. Stumbling up the rooks. Now that knight is really stuck there. Rook to a8. a4. Blocking off the queenside completely from an expansion from black. And he can't move the b-pawn either. He moves the b-pawn. This knight, he'll be a piece down. He's kind of stuck. So he moves the rook back. Bishop has to move the king out of the discovered check. Queen of g4. Bishop comes up. h3. He's trying to expand here on the king side. He's trying to hold some key squares. Bishop back. There's not much really black can do here but go back and forth. He can't move the knight on c6. He can't move the b-pawn. I mean, if he moves the rook off the d-file, the d5 pawn drops. If he moves the rook off of a8, the a-pawn drops. I mean, you know, this is rook to d7. What else can he do? King comes up, h6. Bishop. Rook back. Bishop d3. This bishop's starting to come back into play. And as you can see, of course, this bishop can't really do much. He can't really go anywhere. Can't go here because the white's bishop is guarding that spot. I mean, he's just stuck. He just retreats the bishop. f4. g6. Finally gets a little bit of breathing room for his king. f5. g5. Blocking it off completely. Bishop e2. King. King f2. And this is where Ramirez's black miscues. Computer calls for rook a to b8. Rook a to c8. King to g8. Up pretty much the same. He goes bishop f7. And now he's in trouble. It's almost a 2 point advantage now for white. Bishop comes up. And he miscues again. Now, this is move 37. He miscued on move 36. He also miscues on move 37. My gut tells me he was in time trouble, making the 40 move to reach the next time control. Computer calls for rook to a7 is the best move for black. He goes bishop e8. And now it's over 2.5 point advantage for white. e7, great move. A decoy move. If he had gone bishop takes instead, after bishop takes, bishop, rook d6, no good. But after e4, d takes, d5, here it comes. Forcing the knight to move. And after d takes, bishop takes, decoy double attack. He's going to lose those double rooks there. d5, knight moves up, rook takes check, king to g8, bishop takes, rook takes, king comes up, knight to d3, rook, knight to f4. I mean, it looks okay for black right here, but not at all. Not even close. That d-pawn is going to be a monster with that bishop guarding him and those double rooks. Rook to d2. The knight can't go anywhere now. Where's the knight going to go? Can't move. The knight on f4 for black. He's stuck there. Rook to d7, getting in front of and behind his own passed pawn. Very rarely see that. Knight to d3. Put the knight somewhere, will do some good. Bishop e7. Here it comes. If he had taken rook takes, doesn't really change much. King to f7. Bishop to d6, discovered check. King to e8. Rook to h7. We can see this coming. Rook takes d5. Bishop a3. Rook a to d8. Rook to e7, check. Forcing the king to f8. Rook to d7, check. And that's where Alejandro Ramirez from Costa Rica, now living in the United States, resigns. And after king to g8, rook takes, king takes, and black is doomed. Anyway, folks, that's my game from round 4 of the Reykjavik Open. I hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to the upcoming candidates final. I believe starts on, the 13th of March. That's going to be great. 8 top players in the world are going to vie to be the challenger to the new world champion, Magnus Carlsen. I believe it starts the 13th. I can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, folks, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.